children, welcome to class 9th biology chapter 3. We are going to discuss. In our previous classes we have discussed two chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2. These two are completed in our previous classes. Now we are going to discuss chapter 3. What is our chapter 2 name? Plant tissues. What do you know about tissue? Tissue means a group of cells which are having similar properties and functions are called tissues. In our previous classes we have discussed plant tissues. Now we are going to discuss animal tissues. You know, animals are also living organisms. These are also made up of cells. These are also tissues. How many types of tissues are there in plants? Mainly 4 types of tissues are there. So in animal body also mainly 4 types of tissues are there. You also draw this flow chart along with me. It is very important. I will give you homework on this flow chart also. So first one, muscular tissues. Muscular tissues. Muscular tissues. Next, nervous tissues. Nervous tissues. Muscular tissues, nervous tissues, dermal tissues. Another one is dermal tissues. And the last one is connective tissues. It is very important. Connective tissues. So totally how many types of tissues are there in an animal body? In the animal body also mainly 4 types of tissues are there. Muscular tissues, nervous tissues, dermal tissues, connective tissues. Connective tissues very important. Okay. So muscular tissues and its types. Muscular tissues are mainly divided into 3 types: skeletal, smooth, cardiac. So 3 types of tissues are there in muscular tissues: skeletal tissues, smooth tissues, next cardiac. So 3 types are there. In nervous tissues, nerve cells. Where do we observe nervous system? We can see this nervous system in our head, in our brain or in our head. Nerve cell, dermal tissues. Like plants, in animals also 3 types of dermal tissues we can see. They are epi, meso, endo. Epi, meso, endo. Let us see. Connective tissues. These connective tissues are useful to form the connections in our body. What is the use of connective tissues? Connective tissues are useful to make the connections in our body. So what are connective tissues? Let us see. Bone. Bone is useful to connect one part to another part in our body. Next, blood. Blood is a liquid-stated material which is useful to connect our body parts. Next, ligament. Cartilage, tendon, areolar tissue, ligament, tendon, cartilage. So these are the types of connective tissues. Bone tissue. Bone is also useful to connect our body parts. Blood, ligaments, cartilage, tendon, areolar tissue. So these all are the types of connective tissues which are useful to connect our body parts. Let us come to the muscular tissues. Where do we observe these tissues? These tissues we can see in our muscles. Our muscles contains mainly 3 types of tissues: skeletal muscles, next is smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. 3 types are there. Next, nervous tissues. Where do we observe nervous system? Here in our head we can see nervous system. This nervous system is made of millions of tiny cells. These tiny cells are called nerve cells. Okay, dermal tissues. Dermal tissues are usable to form outer coverings to the animal body. How many types of dermal tissues are there? 3 types: epidermal, mesodermal, endodermal. Like plant tissues. Here connective tissues. So these connective tissues are usable to connect the one part to another part in the animal body. So here bone, blood, ligament, cartilage, tendon and areolar tissues are there. If we discuss these 4 types of tissues, our chapter 3 is going to be finished. Now in this class I am going to explain you about nervous tissues, means nerve cell structure. Next in our upcoming classes we will discuss remaining topics. Okay children, now we are going to draw the structure of nerve cell. Where they are located? In our nervous system, in our brain. They are located in our brain. What is the use of nerve cell? Nerve cell is useful to send the messages and useful to collect the messages from all the body parts. Useful to send the messages from all the body parts to the brain. Now I am going to draw the nerve cell diagram. You also draw that diagram along with me. It is very important. Diagram and labeling also very important for 4 marks. So try to draw the diagram along with me carefully. And this flow chart also very important. Please try to draw this flow chart in your notebooks. Okay children, now I am going to draw the diagram. Stop. Okay children, now I am going to draw the nervous tissues. Nervous tissues contains nerve cells. So nerve cell diagram I am going to draw. You also draw this diagram. Already in 7th class I think you have drawn this diagram. Same diagram. Next. Next one. Okay. These are dendrites. This is nucleus. Next, these are Nissens granules. Nissens granules. These are Ranvier nodes. Ranvier nodes. This is myelin sheath. Myelin sheath. Sheath means cover. Next, this part is axon. Axon. These are the axon terminals. Axon terminals. Okay, this is structure of nerve cell. This part is called cytome, soma, or cell body. cell body, cytosoma or cell body. So this is the structure of nerve cell. If you observe that, now I'm going to explain this diagram. This is very important. Try to draw this diagram. If you observe the structure of nerve cell, it contains mainly two parts. One is head. This part is called head. Next, this remaining part is tail. If you observe the structure of nerve cell, it contains how many parts? Mainly two parts. One is head, the next one is tail. If you observe the head, it contains a cytoplasm in it. Cytoplasm in it. This head part is also called cyton, soma or cell body. In that head part, there is a chance to see cytoplasm. Cytoplasm contains some granules like structures. These granules are called Nissls granules, and head contains a significant nucleus in it. If you observe the head, it contains some root-like projections like this one. Here also root-like projections. Here also root-like projections. These root-like projections are called dendrites. These root-like projections are called dendrites. See, so here dendrites we can see, here also dendrites we can see. Out of these all dendrites, one dendrite is somewhat longer. Here, this dendrite. One dendrite is somewhat longer when compared to remaining all other dendrites. That longer dendrite is called axon. What it is called? Axon. That axon is covered by a sheath. Here it is in pink color. That sheath is called myelin sheath. Myelin sheath doesn't cover entire portion of axon. It takes some gaps. Here one gap, here also one gap, here also one gap. These gaps are called Ranvier nodes. Okay. So if you observe the axon tip, there is a chance to see some terminals. These terminals are called axon terminals. Okay. During the passage of messages, what will happen? These dendrites will send the messages to the axon. Axon will send the messages to the axon terminals. These axon terminals will send the messages to the another nerve cell. Head part of the another nerve cell. Head part of the another nerve cell will send the messages to the another nerve cell. Like that manner, these can coordinate to one another and transfer the messages within few seconds from one place to another place in our body. For example, a mosquito is biting you. These messages can be transferred within very fraction of seconds with the help of these nerve cells in your body. Okay. So this is structure of nerve cell or structure of neuron. Sometimes he will ask you, draw the structure of neuron. Neuron means a nerve cell. Nerve cell means neuron. Both are same. Okay. So if you observe the structure of nerve cell, it mainly contains two parts, head part to tail part. Head part contains some root-like projections. These are called dendrites. Out of these all dendrites, one dendrite is somewhat longer when compared to remaining other dendrites. That is called axon. Axon is covered by a sheath, that is called myelin sheath. Myelin sheath contains some gaps in it. These are called Ranvier nodes. If you observe the head part, it contains granules. These granules are called Nissls granules. It contains a significant nucleus. Next, it contains a fluid-like material in it. That is called cytoplasm. Okay. If you observe the axon tip, it contains axon terminals in it. With the help of these all the body parts, nerve cell can transfer the messages from one place to another place in our body. Okay, children. Thank you. In our next class, we will discuss about muscular tissues and remaining connective tissues. Okay, children. Thank you.